I gotta leave her alone. Hey, hey. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Junior's World of Soul. I am back with the new video with my drink in my hand with my Knicks cup. Y'all know how I do. But I'm back with a new video. As y'all can hear, I came in with Paul Campbell's Leave Her Alone. I am loving this joint right now. I have done so many, Snapchats of this song. I have done, so many Insta snaps. I don't know how to pronounce the stuff, whatever. And since Instagram basically robbed Snapchat, but that's neither here nor there. But I'm just loving this song. I just like the bass of it. It's just so dope. But Paul Campbell, I've talked about them in a couple of my videos. They got two singles that I definitely like, No Let Up and Leave Her Alone. And these joints just rock, you know what I'm saying? They definitely are giving me that 90s flavor, but with a current swag that I always say. And I think it's dope. I think we need some more R&B groups, you know what I'm saying, especially when it comes to males. Because we don't have a lot of, it seems like a lot of these pop groups, they last in like these little young, new direction, old direction, new direction, whatever they names are. And then you got the girl groups, pop girl groups that's doing their thing. It's like, the Fifth Harmony and all these other ones. But it's like we don't have any stable R&B groups that can really rock it, you know what I'm saying? And I think these guys are on the right, the right road, and I'm definitely digging their music. So Paul Campbell, I'm gonna put all the information in the more info box. I want y'all to check it out, but Leave Her Alone, y'all, that joint just rocks. And it's like the bass, and it be in my car, and I be like, woo! Yeah, joint is a banger, but like I said, I'm gonna put it in the more info box. But before I get into this new video, I just want to shout out to all the artists that I talk about in my videos, that post my videos on their social media pages. They retweet them on Twitter, they share them on Facebook. They do clips on Instagram of my craziness with my drink in my hand, talking about their music, and I guess they just see the passion in me. It's just an honor that you guys that show me love like this. I really, really appreciate it. I just realized what I'm doing is definitely bigger than me. When you start getting people on Twitter and hitting you in your messages saying, yo, I really respect what you're doing, and just to get respect from the artists that you talk about is just humble, and I'm really humble, but I really appreciate it. And thanks to you guys posting your videos on your social media pages and your Instagrams and your and even Snapchats, like Sleepin, she posts me on her Snapchat, and I have gotten so many subscribers because of that. So I really want to thank you guys, for real, for real. I really, really appreciate it. And, I feel like I do these videos because I feel like all artists deserve shine. Because mainstream continues to keep playing the same artists all the time. They give, like, one artist 100 spins an hour. And I'm like, for those 100 spins, give... let's put some new artists, maybe 20. Let's even start with 20. 20 of those spins can go to new artists. Let's break some new artists so we can say, yo, there's a lot more artists out there rather than the same ones we hear, every 20 minutes, which is sad. And I know that these songs are hot, and this is what gets you your sponsors, and this is what payola is paying y'all to do, because I'm no fool. I know these labels are paying, money for you to play their artists all the time, which, fine, it's all well and good. But a lot of these artists these real artists that make music on SoundCloud is amazing, and some of them are better than the ones that we're playing on the radio. So, that's why I do these videos, and I really, really love the respect and everybody is saying the passion that I have in these videos and the artists that I talk about. I really appreciate it. So before I started this video, I definitely had to give a shout out, but also go on my rant. Y'all know how I do in these videos. So with all that being said, welcome to this week of current R&B bangers. I have 4 for y'all this week, and let's just jump right in. The first artist I'm talking about is my boy that I just discovered like 2 weeks ago. His name is Timbo. Yo, this dude, I was introduced to him, like I said, 2 weeks ago, and in my last video, I talked about 2 of his songs, Don't Call and You're My Darling, from his album, What Love's All About. And I was telling y'all that this album came out on Friday, and let me tell y'all, I love it. I love it. I love it because number one is that he combined so many genres, different genres. He combined soul, country, rock, R&B, reggae, and a little bit of gospel roots. So, you know, when an artist can do that and it makes a good project, you are right with me. But the number one thing is Leon can sing, and that's what it is. It doesn't matter what type of music you make. At least have a voice. I don't need auto-tune. I'm getting introduced to you. Don't let me get introduced to the computer. I want to get introduced to what God gave you. And this dude is amazing. He plays guitar. He's just a dope artist. And he really reminds me of Darius Rucker of Hootie and the Blowfish, Sam Cooke, Bobby Womack, Roy C., and Major Lance. Now, y'all know I love Sam Cooke and I love Bobby Womack. So if I'm saying that, you know, you're giving me that type of flavor, you're dope. Because Bobby Womack and Sam Cooke are really the reasons why I fell in love with soul music. And I've done a video about it. I'm putting in a more info box. But, yo, he's just a dope artist, and when I listened to his album, it was just inspiring. And that's what music is supposed to do. It's supposed to inspire us and make us want to be better. And when I listened to his album, yo, I was just like so inspired, and it was just like, yo, I know what I'm doing with these R&B bangers every week. It's just a good thing, because just for a guy like him, me discovering him and him making great music, I know it's out there, and I feel like everybody should hear it, and everybody should deserve shine. But Leon, Timbo, this album is dope. And instead of me giving y'all one song of a current, you know, how I do, I give y'all one song. No. With this album, I had to give y'all a medley of my favorites of the album. So we're going to get into it. The first one is the single that I talked about in my last video, and it's called You're My Darling. And it goes a little something like this. Here we go. Woo! You're my darling. Yeah, it's just so funky. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so funky, and that's one reason why I definitely love the song. And hey, if I can get my drink and I can rock off, you got me. You know what I'm saying? So, the next song is the title song, What Love's All About. Dope, dope record. Makes you want to move once again. And it goes a little something like this. Here we go. Yeah, love that. Ooh, 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 ooh. If y'all know anything about Major Lance, do the monkey time. That's what reminded me of that. That's why I say he also reminds me of Major Lance. But anyway, the next song is kind of like I call it a power ballad, because it adds a little bit of a rock flair to it, and it's dope, and it's called I Need to Know. And it's just, the music just takes you somewhere, and that's what I also like about his album, because he also lets the music, even though his voice is a musical instrument as well, he also lets the music just vibe, and you can vibe out to it. Oh my God, I could talk about this album forever, but here's I Need to Know, and it goes a little something like this.
I need to know what's on your mind. Will you stay or will you run away?
Dope record, y'all. Dope record. Like I said, I love how he put like the rock into it, but y'all see how he just let the music just glide, and you was just there with him. Like, it's just so dope. The next one is Just Stand. Again, he's adding that reggae flavor to it. You know what I'm saying? I did have a shot before the video, but it's all good. But yeah, it just has that reggae type of vibe to it, and the song is called Just Stand. And it goes a little something like this. Here we go. If this wanna go, if you wanna act right. Here we go.
You fly again, no matter what they say, no matter what they say. Yeah. Breathing gives you hope to see your destiny that you believe, no matter what they say.
Yeah. It's like, and a lot of his songs are definitely inspirational. Like, it makes you really want to be positive in your life. You know what I mean? Make positive decisions. That's one thing where I said what music is supposed to do. It's supposed to guide you into a positive thing, and that's what this album does. The next song is also another one of my favorites, because I know now this is going to be a song where I can play for my family when we play on Friday, because I'm going home tomorrow for the holiday weekend. And I know as soon as I get home, the first song we play are the OJ's Living for the Weekend. We play that song, and you know, if you know that song, it's slow and then it gets fast. And we play that song, so now I have another one to add. After Living for the Weekend, this song is called The Weekend, and it just makes you just want to get your drink and get to the dance floor and just groove, because it's the weekend, you happy to be off, and it's just a good thing. But here we go, and it goes a little something like this, and here we go. Come on, man, that joint is funky. If you ain't getting that, something wrong. Something wrong. But the last song on this medley is called Don't Call. I talked about this in my previous video, and he's just singing on it, man, and it's just a dope record, and I was happy that I was introduced to him by this song, and it goes a little something like this if you haven't watched the last video. And here we go.
And if I cry, write it out, yeah. You're my friend, oh, don't call, come get me, 'cause I need your help. I'd fall in a misery if you weren't there.
Woo! Love that joint, but another song he has on there that was very close to my heart was a father song. Now I know that, you know, I guess that's talking about him if he has any kids, and I think he's dedicating that to his son and being a good father, or his daughter being a good father to them. But it reminded me of the good times I had with my grandfather, because it was a time when me and him could just sit and ride for hours and just talk about music. And that song just brought me to that place, and I was listening to it at work, and the tears just started coming, and I was like, oh man, I'm at work, but I'm thinking about him, and my grandfather probably was, you know, he in heaven saying, look, stop crying. Get your money. I know you know I'm here in your heart, so don't be with that crappy crying. But that song actually brought me there. But the thing about Leon Timbo, this record is dope. What Love's All About. I recommend y'all check it out. I was jamming to it on my way home from work. That's how much I'm in love with this album. I'm going to put his info in the more info box. I want y'all to check him out. Please check this brother out. You will not regret listening to his album. Like I said, I enjoy him adding all these genres and putting it all together, and he's just a dope artist. So y'all please check him out. Leon Timbo with What Love's All About. The next artist was from the 90s R&B girl group Total. And we know they had bangers like this one, and once that joint come on, everybody rocks to it. And it goes a little something like this.
that we can be together.
To be your baby, woo, for me to say. She be killing it. I can't wait to see her at in Jersey for the Bad Boy reunion. I know Pam gonna kill it. She gonna Hunt Puffy. Hey, they be killing it, man. I love when they do that on stage. Oh, it's a dope thing to see. But you know, they got bangers like that, Kissing You, No One Else, Tripping, What About Us, Sitting Home. Like, they got bangers. So, you know, with Pam coming out with a new joint, it was dope because in a couple of my videos ago, I talked about Kima. She came out with a new song called Distraction. And, you know, I was like, wow, okay, she got a joint. And then I saw Pam got a new joint, and Pam new joint bangs. Oh, my God. It's called You Said, and it has that total vibe, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I know everybody going to be like, she's trying to get away from the total vibe. Okay. Now, Total has been known for their hard beats. And that's one thing that we liked about them, is that they came with the hard beats. You know what I'm saying? Once you hit Can't You See, that joint knocks, or No One Else, that joint knocks. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've known them for their hard beats. And this new song, You Said, gives you that hard beat. And it's just a dope record. It's a dope record, and I hope she performs it on the Bad Boy reunion tour, because that joint is just a banger. And here we go. It goes a little something like this.
Yeah.
Like, come on, yo, just that beat alone. Like, I was just like, yo, that beat alone, she got me in, because I'm like, yo, we've known Total for a hard beat like that, and I'm like, okay, I'm digging this. And then I just, you know, let's just go to the chorus, because I don't want to be talking y'all heads off. Here we go.
You never leave, and you said you never go, and you said you would always be there to me.
Woo! That joint rocks, man. If you is not moving to that song, something is really wrong with you. And I just saw the video, and Pam is giving us that 90s vibe, and she in the video getting her little dance off that we know Pam to do in the videos. She rocking, man, and I think she's gonna capture everybody with this song because of the beat, because it's so hard. It's like, yo, this joint bangs. So I love this joint. I think it's a banger. You know, Kima gave us a mid-tempo type of joint with Distraction. Pam gave us that up-tempo joint. Like, she was going in for real, for real. So, y'all, You Said, banger. Want y'all to check it out. I'm going to put the video, and I'm going to just put the song in the more info box so y'all can check it out. Support this banger by Pam, or should I say Pamela Long, should I say, since she's, you know, her own artist. You know, we know Pam, Kima, Keisha, and Pam, but she like, this is Pamela Long, and this is her sound, and I'm digging it. So I want y'all to check it out. You Said by Pamela Long. Formerly, should I say formerly of Total? No, I can't say that because Total's still rocking, so no. So yeah, the next artist is, speaking of the 90s girl group, the next group gives me that 90s flavor. Good Girl. Now, they are dope. I was introduced to them by one of my Twitter followers. Her name is Jen. I said in my last video. And I'm glad she introduced me to them, because I talked about them in my last video because they had an EP. And they dedicated it to the 90s. And, you know, they called it 90s Kind of Love. And, you know, they definitely had the 90s flavor on there for real. And the song that I talked about in my last video was Sleepin' Alone. And it goes a little something like this. That joint bangs. And it goes a little something like this. Come on, yo, that joint rocks, man. So yeah, so you know, like I said, that joint bangs. Please check out their album, their EP called 90s Kinda Love. But they got a new joint called All Mine. Now, I was so into their EP, you know, I was hitting them up and they was like, yo, we got a new song called All Mine. I was like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? I was a little hesitant because I was like, I'm so into this right now and I don't want to get disappointed. But I waited too long to listen to this song. All Mine is a banger. And you know, I'm loving their flavor. They clearly know that we loving that 90s era. They giving us that 90s flavor, and it's dope. And like I said, like I was saying, I was talking to my brother Sin maybe about half an hour ago, and we were talking about just groups. And it seems like to me, we don't have this, you know, the R&B groups that we had back in the 90s, where they were having mainstream success, R&B success. You know, the hip-hop heads was loving them. We had a lot of 90s groups out. It seemed like now we don't have them. All these pop groups, Fifth Harmony and Old Direction and New Direction and Left Right, whatever these groups are, and they have their pop lane and they have these pop records, but we don't have any R&B groups. And it's like, yo, where they at? And I think, like I said, Paul Campbell can do it, and I also feel like these girls, good girls can do it. And, you know, I hope they get to shine. This joint is a banger. It's called All Mine, and it goes a little something like this.
You know my body calling for you to come and dance upon it, boy, whining, all
Hey.
You know you like it. So what you gonna do? Dance upon it, boy, whining, all
Hey.
You know you mine,
Hey, that joint knocks, man. It makes you want to get your drink and get the whining on. I'm trying to whine in my chair. I know y'all can't see it, but that joint is a banger, y'all. It deserves mainstream attention, y'all. This song, I don't know what radio stations, but y'all need to get this song. It bangs. Yo, these girls is rocking it. They killing it. I like it. It definitely gives you that 90s flavor, but like I always say, it's 90s but yet current, because the younger generation can still dig it. And you know, but I want y'all to check it out. I'm gonna put it in the more info box. I want y'all to check it out. Support this record. Drake is not the only one that can have a reggae type of record. There's other people out there that have dope records just as much as Controller and One Dance people. So I'm gonna put this in the more info box. I want y'all to check it out. Now, the last artist on this week R&B Bangers is from my boy, Anthony David. Now, I talked about Anthony David in a couple of my videos because his banger, Beautiful Problem, is one of my favorite joints this year. I play it to death. I got so many people liking it, like my brother Sin, he loves it. We talk about this joint all the time. He was a little mad at me because I didn't tell him that the album was out, and I already listened to it, so he got on me today. I'm sorry, bro. But, yeah, it's, yo, Beautiful Problem is a banger. So before we get into me talking about his album, let's go into Beautiful Problem, and it goes a little something like this.
From the outside looking in, takes no sense.
Woo! Love that joint, like the beat, and it's just so simple, but it's yet so dope. That's what I like about the song. But like I said, his album was released Friday last week. It's called The Powerful Now. Powerful Now has bangers on it. I Don't Mind, the club banger Booed Up, the hip-hop influence Roll to Baxley, and Never Again. But the song that really got me is the way he opens up the album. And I just kept playing it. And when you get me from a song, with a song, I can play it over and over again, over and over and over and over. This song was the first song, and I kept replaying it over and over. It definitely gives me that old school flavor, because that's what Anthony Davis is about, that old school soul, but it's also yet current, like I say. And I could just see me riding to this joint and just riding out to it, yo. And the one thing that another thing that I definitely like, because this song definitely gave me Marvin Gaye, Inner City Blues, and Curtis Mayfield vibes. To me, Ride On was like, you know, you just riding with him and he's just talking to you. It's like you're sitting next to him and like, you sitting in the car in his Maserati. And you just listening to him and he's letting you know the problems, but he's singing it to you while you riding. You like, damn, yo, you making sense. And then the claps in the song gives you the gospel flavor. So he was giving me R&B, soul, and then he was giving me gospel. I was like, yo, this song is dope. And it definitely speaking to the younger generation, especially with the things that we're going through now in our community. And it's just a dope record. And the record is called Ride On, and it goes a little something like this. Come on. Alright. Here we go. Love that, man. And then, like, in the song, he starts talking to you. That's why the song is so dope. And I feel like that can definitely be a single right now. You know, it's a positive record. And like I say, what's going on, what we're going through right now in this world, we definitely need some positivity, for real, for real. But, you know, brothers like me, and you know, this younger generation needs to hear songs like this. It's cool to party, it's cool to do all that, but we also need some positivity in our music and let us know what's really going on in our community so we can be positive and maybe do something to better our communities. And songs like Ride On is a good one. You know what I'm saying? So, check Anthony Davis, The Powerful Now is out. It's good R&B that everybody can relate to. You know, everybody. I think he crossed everybody on this album. I want y'all to check it out. I'm going to put it in the more info box. So, yes, that is Ride On by Anthony Davis. So, those are this week R&B bangers. Timbo with What Love's All About album. Pamela Long with You Said. Good Girl, All Mine. And Anthony Davis with Ride On. Now, y'all need to support R&B music so we can get soul back on mainstream that can encourage and inspire us and inspire the young generation, because like I said, it's cool to party. It's cool to get your party on. Shoot, I like to get my party on too. Y'all know I like to get it on with my drink in my hand. But it's also good to hear music that's inspiring, that makes you want to do something. This music on mainstream radio just makes you want to party, and that's all well and good, but we need some music to give us positivity and make us think and make us want to do something better with our lives. You know what I'm saying? So, you know how I get. You know I got to go on a rant before I close this video. You know, but one thing I would like to say, and I have to address this, if we get real R&B music back on mainstream radio, we can't have a lot. I feel like we wouldn't have a lot of these R&B veterans that's out trying to cater to the young generation. Just make good music. You don't have to cater with this young generation. You already had your time, and just make good music. Don't try to cater to the young generation. Usher, what's up? But, yes, but with all that being said, with shade and all, I just want good, positive music back on the radio, and that's why I do these videos. But like I said, enough of my rant. Time for me to get out of here, and since it's the 1st of September, why not leave with this classic? And if you don't know what song I'm talking about, clearly you are tripping, because this is a classic, and I know your parents play it. I know you done heard it on commercials. You tripping if you didn't, and it goes a little something like this. Here we go. Peace out, y'all, and I'm out.